No. What's up, guys? It's Coach Emma with Hickory Fit Body Boot Camp. Today, Coach Sammy and I are going to go over how you're going to do your measurements for our challenge to track your progress. This is one of the best ways that we can go over non-scale victories, so something that besides just your weight that might be changing. It's a really good indicator on whether or not you're losing fat and gaining muscle, even if you're not seeing that scale change. All right, so we're going to start on the basics of everything. I'm only going to do one side for each, but you're going to do both sides because you want to track both arms and both legs because they're gonna have a difference on both sides. All right, we're not perfectly symmetrical, so you wanna track the progress on each side. All right, so today we're gonna start off with our bicep measurement. So Coach Sammy's gonna put her arms straight out. I would pull her sleeve up, take my tape measure, wrap it around her bicep. You wanna get right about in the middle. And then once you pull it to the side, you'll line the gold bar up with the closest notch, then pop it off. Coach Sammy's got an 11.1 or 0.25 inch bicep. All right, that's what we would write down to make sure that we've got it right. Next, I'd have her keep her arms out because we're gonna do her bust. So that's gonna go right across the nipple line. All right, if you have somebody that you're not super comfortable with measuring it, you can do it yourself, and I'll show you how to do that later. But they're gonna come right across the middle of you, around your bust. And then once you hit under the side, right at the armpit, you'll line that gold notch up again, and she's got 37 inches right there, so you just want to make sure it lines up evenly. Our next one that we're going to use is our belly button, so Coach Sammy, find your belly button for me. Beautiful. Right there. Get down on your knees if you need to. Go right around the belly button. If you're the one being measured, you can definitely help by holding it if you need to. All right, so we'll just, once again, line up that gold bar with the notch. We're good to go. She's got 32 inches right there. We're doing a fantastic job. All right, the next one that we like to do, because it's different from your belly button, is your natural waist. So you're gonna find this by where you would put your hands on your hips. It should be the thinnest part of your waist. All right, so same thing. I'm gonna come right around her again, give her a big old hug. I think I got you all twisted. There we go. So her thinnest part of her, we're gonna pull it nice and tight. We got 31.5 inches there, so we're doing really good. After that, we're gonna go a little bit lower. We're going to our natural hips. So a little bit lower than our belly button, but not quite down to our butt. So get back down on the ground. Got our natural hips right here. And we've got 37.5 inches. So remember, we're just lining up that gold bar at the end with the notch as close as we can get it. From there, we're gonna move on to our thighs. So you'll just spread your legs a little bit wider apart. Wrap it around the middle of the thigh as close as you can. All right, line it up. We've got 23.75 inches. Whenever you're doing your measurements, it's so important to try to be as consistent as possible with the placement. No, you're not gonna hit the exact same place every time, but you wanna find a freckle, find a mole, something that gives you a good guideline to hitting that exact same spot. So like I said, when you do the measurements, you're not gonna do just one side. You'll move over and do the opposite side afterwards. However, for today's demonstration, I was just gonna do one side on Coach Sammy. If you're ever doing these things by yourself, it's gonna be more difficult, but it is still very doable, okay? When you do it, you'll start, you wanna drop the whole thing because you're gonna need a little bit more room to work with. I'll put my arm straight out from my side, and I'll go ahead and wrap it, hold it with my thumb at that center point, and then line it up with the line, just like I did on Coach Sammy. It's just this time I'm doing it on myself, okay? From there to get to my bust, I'm gonna start around my back and then pull it to the front. You'll line those notches up again, pull it out, and then when you do it, you wanna keep your thumb and your pointer finger on the notch that's on the line. Pull it out, look at whatever it is, and then write it down. The same thing goes for at your belly button, which is funny, I'm pregnant. And then at your natural waist, down at your hips, and then same deal at your thighs, all right? Whenever you do your thighs, it's important to keep them relaxed, okay? I don't wanna tighten up as much as I can because that is gonna change the width of your thighs. So keep it nice and relaxed, line it up, and you're good to go. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to Coach Sammy, Coach Courtney, or myself. We are very glad to help. I hope you all have a great day, and this helps you out a lot.